Hi everyone, I will develop the summary for the story Two Brothers. This story starts with two brothers in a forest, and they see a stone that has written that anyone that crosses the river captures a bear cub and runs up to the mountain will find a house and happiness. So both brothers start to argue if that's true or false. So the older brother starts to say that probably is a lie, and they might even be dead, or they might be lost in the forest. But the younger brother says that it is probably an opportunity, and in fact he can find happiness. So the younger brother decides to go to that adventure, and the older brother decides to go back to his house. So when the younger brother, sorry, accomplished that, he skinned for 5 years in a town. But after that, there is another person that accomplished that, and that person is stronger than the younger brother. So the new person is now the king, and the younger brother decides to go back and look for his older brother. So they both start to talk and say that uh, they find happiness in different ways. For example, the older brother, even though he didn't do that, he still live a good life without a lot of money, but uh, also he wasn't like poor. But the younger brother says that he lived a good life for 5 years, and now he doesn't have that much, but he has like the memories that he has lived a good life, right? So basically is that about the tale.
Hello everyone, in the analysis of the story we can identify different things. Some of them are more important than others. The story is very related with risk. In our life we can identify or we can have different situations. Those situations can give us good results or bad results. In the story we can we can identify some things, but in our life we need to be conscious about decision that we have to take, because in the story we identify when the younger brother took the decision to follow all instruction, but the elder brother gave him some recommendation or pieces of advice. That man they didn't pay attention, but he followed all instruction and he got an important result in his life, because he became a king, and he was a king for a period of time. He got a probably good result, good things, but he continue doing his normal life in a period of time. Well, we found some prompts in the story. The prompt said that we can say that to have a normal life can be better than have a normal change, because change probably affect our life. Also we found the second problem, which is this. We can say that to find an opportunity to change your life probably can be good, not good for us, and in the story mention happiness, but happiness probably limit or change the routine or thing that we want to do. But we can conclude with that we need to be conscious about the risk or the situation which we are going to take, because we cannot spend our time in a bad way, because goals are important, but we need to focus on how we can develop or how we can got bad things in life, and we have to change. We have to change in order to get better result for us or for our family or for study, because we want to be conscious about good results.
Okay, now it is time to see the moral that we had about the story, the two brothers. So first of all, one of the first moral that we have is to always take risks. This is something really important, and we could clearly see that through the development of this story. As we can see, the main characters had different personalities, and we had the younger brother who was always eager to take risks, to go in adventures, and then we have the opposite, who was the older brother. And now we can see to take risks because of the action of the younger brother. He got excited when he saw that kind of challenge that was written in the stone, and then we had the opposite. But well, going back to the younger brother, we can see that he found actually a lot of adventures. He was actually the king who ruled for 5 years, and even if he lost it at the end, but at least he saw like the result of all his effort throughout different difficulties that he had to face. And another moral that we have in almost at the end of this story, I would say, is how the concept of happiness is totally relative for people. For example, the elder brother, he didn't have like a life full of adventures, but for him, his life was like something really exciting, was what he wanted to achieve. Because at the end of the story, the two brothers, they saw each other. The younger brother said even if he had lost his kingdom, he had enjoyed it, and at least he has memories at all. But the older brother doesn't have any memories at all, like he didn't achieve something really important. But probably for the other brother, that is not a big deal, because he has enjoyed it. Well, based on the story, right? He had enjoyed it, his life. So even if we have like two different point of view, which are totally different, but at the end, what makes a person happy probably is not for another one. So I will say that the most essential part in this story is that you do what makes you complete, what completes you actually, and what brings you happiness.